So if we are interested in possibly buying this at a later point,
Yeah.
if we were to possibly try and install a gravity generator in here,
Mm-hmm.
would the price of that be knocked off the price of the ship, or?
Yeah, well, I would imagine any sort of upgrades to the ship, since it is my ship, I'd have to be consulted on it first. But if you were to put in if you were to pay for it 100% yourself, you're damn right I'd knock off the cost of the ship. You increase the value of it, but I'm not going to charge you for that increase of value since you put your own money in it. Yeah, of course.
Actually, that's why I was going to wait for negotiation. Well, again, we should probably wait for negotiation.
Don't worry, you didn't spoil anything, of course. He's just asking questions. He's answering what he would do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So should we just skip ahead? Oh, sorry. No, sorry, go ahead, Burn. That's it?
Yeah,
okay.
That's it.
Last call for questions about the ship?
Is it pink?
Yeah, I was going to say, does it come in pink? Damn it, Patrick,
Blue.
get out of my head.
Wow. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to skip ahead. The 2 days travel isn't so bad. Sure enough, though, either during when things get paid or whatnot, you might have seen a glimpse of Mockingbird, and she is definitely without an eye now. But she's not. But it's a cauterized wound, right?
Yeah.
But pretty much the prisoners are dealt with and monitored by the other mercenaries that were hired. The other, I called them hired goons, even though they weren't goons. Goons, hired goons.
Is it safe to say Al would have had time to treat? Because he said that a couple of the people got injured.
Yes. Beast broke his arm, and Paragon got a little shaken up too. But yeah, none of their wounds are really significant. How many hit points did everyone lose because of Wither's little thingy?
I lost 9.
Okay, Piff?
0. I was not.
I think
Oh,
I think
wow,
Tom was
okay.
the only one hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
So
the only
Burn,
one.
in the 2 days of travel and Al's care, you're able to recover all the hit points. One interesting thing to say, Al, when you're checking up on Tom, is that the damage is all internal. It's in particular, it's his lungs. It seems that a lot of his bronchi were withered and dying, and the circulation was cut off to them. If the damage continued, he would have suffocated.
Al would tell him, "You'll be fine. Just don't try and run any marathons for the next few days."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just gotta pilot the ship. That's all I gotta do. That's not a marathon. Yeah.
So, So, is it okay if we skip ahead to redocking at Outcast Station?
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay. All right. So, luckily there are 2 docks open at Outcast Station at this time when you want to dock. So, thankfully, no one has to attach themselves to the exterior of the station.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephen Ward is more than willing to pay the docking fee for both ships. Okay? So everyone gets paid first and foremost, all right? It was 5 days travel, so your base pay, he did promise you 500 ice per day per person, okay? And then he also did promise a bonus if things were successful. So now, would you like me to let you know what you all get individually, or would you like me to all lump it up into a single sum for you?
Oh, we're
guys?
communist over here. Just put
Single sum, please.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, then let me just take out ye olde calculator for a moment.
The motherland does not like individuality.
So I'm going to include Bear onto this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense, because he was a part of that.
Oh, also, how many days were we out?
5 days.
5 days. Okay, I will take into account the Alicia and August staying at the Troposphere.
Okay.
What about Lee? We forgot Lee.
Don't even try.
So altogether, you guys got 17,500 ice.
Nice. Very nice.
Great. So after all that is sorted out, Beast, Paragon, and Gray go off and do their own thing. They get paid. They're very happy for it. They say it was simple work, and they were very grateful for that. Paragon kind of hangs around a little bit until Stephen Ward kind of shoos him away a little bit. And but Blink is invited to this conversation as well. I will say in passing, you might have heard that Stephen Ward is also in negotiation to have her. He's still asking her, what she's going up to now that she's back from being out in the asteroid belt for 15 years, and he's been asking her what she's up to, and she's been giving him very non-committal answers, right? Mm-hmm. Saying that she's looking for other opportunities. If the right thing comes along, then maybe. That a lot of that non-committal stuff, right? But he brings her along to negotiation as well, maybe just to work on her a little bit more. But as far as the negotiation goes, let's role play it a little bit. So he lets you back onto the cockpit of the Thunderbird. Actually, now that all the pirates are dead, it's not the Thunderbird. And soon after the celebration of wine, Stephen Ward happily rechristens his ship, the FSS Thunderbird, yet again. He also makes a comment that he's going to have to do something with the monstrosity of the missile launcher that's coming out the front of it. But
yeah.
Suffice to say, you all meet back at the cockpit, and even in the 2 days of travel, it has definitely been cleaned up and kind of more professionalized in a way. A lot of hanging wires and whatnot have been rethreaded. The consoles themselves look like they've been scrubbed down, and especially when you pass on by the living quarters, look like they have been definitely cleaned and well maintained. Mm-hmm. He sits down, and everyone's fine to seat or stand, whatever they're comfortable with, and he says, "So, you've had a few days to think about it. How do you want to come? What do you think about working for me?"
I think that we like the offer. There is one complication.
Oh?
One of our crew, our group, she cannot handle 0G at all. She's just not good at it. So, considering that we work as a team, if we were to work for you, we would need to get a gravity generator in that ship.
Okay. All right. I see. Okay, well, this is a negotiation. How about this? You do one job for me for free, and I'll put one in for you gratis. That means free as well. Some Euro taught me that. So pretty much, you do one job for me, I don't pay you, I take the money I would have paid you, I invest it into a gravity generator. That seems fair, don't you think?
Al would look to the others.
Seems fair to me.
Patrick would nod.
Mila picks her nose.
Pretty much.
Sorry, I don't mean to play her character.
No, I could see her being like...
No, she shouldn't pick her nose. It's okay.
It's a fair deal. We would need the grav generator to do the job, but...
Would you?
We could possibly do it without her again.
Like, how bad is she in 0G? I mean...
Did you see me? No, I was just going to say, did you see me after the fight?
Yeah.
Imagine that every time she steps into 0G.
Jesus, how did she even fucking live? Where's she from?
Al kind of just shrugs and says, something to do with her inner ear. It's messed up. The lack of balance.
Fucking... Whatever. Pampered, probably. Euro trash, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, alright. Yeah. See, I'm really worried because this is we're still in the courting phase right now. He says, "Don't you think that? Don't you think she could maybe suck it up, or maybe you don't use her as a what role does she play on your crew?"
She's our enforcer.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a nice, easy job that doesn't require enforcing. you guys can handle yourselves. Maybe she doesn't come along for one trip.
How much is a grav unit usually for such a ship?
How much does it cost?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good 30,000. 30,000 nice. I might be able to pull some strings, get a nice used model for 20,000.
Add a character.
No, I have to see what's out there.
Add a character. Guys, do you think we could swing that? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't like if we're going to start doing this, I'd like to keep the group together, and I'm not going to force Alicia to stick there and throw up every day.
Yeah. We could have also just did the mission without her, but it also means that he could have gotten the... This is completely out of character. He could have gotten the cheaper gravity generator, the used version, for us doing this job. I personally am fine with spending the 30 grand because we have around 300. The trip would require a trip into the Golden Place or going with Rev Fontana. That's the only thing.
And that's definitely doable. I would say this.
Yeah.
Okay. How about a counteroffer?
Okay.
You pull your strings, we'll provide the 20,000, and you get it installed.
I'm out of character. I thought we were going with the better model, not the cheapo version.
Oh, are we?
That's what I would like to do.
Sure, okay. I'm sorry. Al would say we'll provide the 30,000 if you can get it installed.
Yeah, considering, yeah, no problem. Okay. Tell you what, when we'll finish our negotiations, but before your first job, I'll have you come aboard Freedom Station itself. You guys can spend a little bit of time R&R, right? It gets installed, you can do your job.
Out of character, I'm fine with that, guys.
Well, if we go to Freedom Station, that means that Hannibal will stay here, which is fine.
Why can't you
that
stay
just
on the
means-
ship?
Well, it's going to get worked on.
Oh,
It's going to get worked
yes,
on.
yes,
People are
got
going
it.
to be there.
Got it. Sorry.
Yes.
Didn't think about that for a second.
So he goes, all right. So we got our one consideration over with, right? Let's talk about specifics, okay? So you would be my employees. That's how it works, right? Now, ideally, what I'd like to happen is that for you guys to come on by Freedom Station once a week. I'll give you my contact information so you can dial me up on the link in Freedom Station. I'll let you know what jobs are available. All right. You take a job, we negotiate the pay for it. And then you do the job, you come back, and we're all done. I'd like you to check in personally. I'd like you to check in about once a week for possible jobs, right? Makes money. So most of them will, like I said, probably be very, very simple. Probably only take about, I don't know, a day's worth of work maybe a couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something really meaty and really interesting, something that I think is up your alley and something that the Twilight Covenant can actually handle, I'll throw it your way, right? And on the reverse, if you guys come up with any sort of opportunities that I'm or the people I know might be interested in, then we can negotiate something like that. You guys will practically be freebooters because you're going to be working for me, pretty much. How does that sound?
2 questions.
It would be a contract by contract basis.
Makes sense. 2 questions. One's actually for the GM.
Okay.
Do we know how many days it takes for this ship, our slow ship, to get, say, from Outcast to Freedom Station, from station to station?
Let me give you an idea of it. Okay. Its range is 30,000 miles per hour. 300,000 miles. All right, that's its range. And it can go Mach 2, which is just over 1,000 miles per hour, right? Mm-hmm. So it can fly around for quite a few days, right? Now the distances distance between the Earth and the Moon is about 230,000 miles, right? So, in other words, it depends on where the stations are, honestly. So, to get to Freedom Station from Outcast Station, depending on where they are, sometimes might take a day or two.
Okay.
Right?
That's what I wanted. I just wanted to make sure it wouldn't take like a week just to get back there. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then Al would say, first, and this is more of a I guess housekeeping more than anything. Would there be a way to contact you in case we get held up somewhere, might be late a day or two, or just to give you information you might need?
He blinks for a moment and he says, maybe if you're within radio range of Freedom Station, but other than that, it's a big old place out there.
Right.
If you don't check in after a week or two, I'm going to start sending people to look for you.
Al nods as if it was, assumed. And what I meant was, if we're in range, do you have a frequency or some place we can call you?
Yeah, I'll be giving you my... You can access the link when you get close to or at Freedom Station, because I'm not going to be just hanging around the docks looking for you.
Of course.
I got things to do too. And I'm going to be running my own ship, my own stuff in the meantime. But it's a messenger service that's there on the link. It's a good piece of software. If you don't have it, I'll make sure you have it the first time you check on in. Right?
The other question...
And either...
Sorry.
No, I'm not done. And either you'll be able to talk to me directly through the messenger program, or if I'm out and about, you'll hear a message from me.
Okay.
Either way, that's the way to do it.
And the other question would be concerning more of our off time. Now, obviously, this is still your ship, even if we're not on a contract for you. If we were to do another job, is there a take that you take? Is there something that you would want us to stay away from, given that your name's still attached to the ship?
Yeah, first of all, don't do jobs for any other freebooter or anyone else except for me. I don't want you to become... like I said, this is my ship, and I don't want you to whore yourselves out as mercenaries to anybody else. So this contract would be an exclusive contract with me. But let's say, for example, you find a chunk of metal floating out in space, right? Or you answer distress beacon. Unfortunately, everyone dies, right? But their stuff is still good to salvage. Yeah, you bring it up to me, and we'll negotiate it. You'll definitely be treated a lot better than if some sort of stranger came on by, right? You would get a fair take.
Okay.
Let's negotiate the actual take if we want. Right now, let's get into specifics. I figure he takes a look at you for a while. He takes a longer look over at Mila for a moment, a little bit longer, as some men tend to do. And he looks back to the fellows of the group, and he goes, why should we complicate it too much? Let's make it just an even 50-50 split. You find it, I sell it.
Out of character, guys. Thoughts?
I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah. I don't know much in my personal life, but I would assume that finding it and selling it, like having a 50-50 split on that's pretty good. We don't really have that much authority to try to negotiate unless Mila just feels like having a higher number.
Right. That's true. We don't have the contacts he has to even sell the stuff if we get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised with 50. I'm surprised we didn't get like 30% or something like that. 50 is completely fine with me because it makes us business partners.
You're lucky Mila's hot. Criana, are you back yet? No. Oh well.
We should be like,
Lucky
we
Mila's
demand
hot.
that we get 30% and we're not backing down.
That sounds like something Mila would do. Be glad her characters, her player.
Yeah.
All right.
Anywho,
Out of
okay.
character, I'm fine with it. In character, I'm fine with it. Even between
All right.
characters, I'm fine with it.
Okay. So then then Stephen Ward says, okay, so we got the finder's fee figured out. All right, 50-50 split. You know, it's not the best business, but you guys did get Mockingbird for me. Oh man, she screamed. Anyway. So let's talk about actual contract work, right? So the idea is you'll come on by, you'll board Freedom Station about once a week looking to see if I have any open contracts for you, right? If I do, you take a contract. During the contract itself, it'll either be a fixed price or we can haggle over it a little bit, all right? But for the most part, it'll be, for example, right? Eurostation needs this haul of oxygen over, all right? Pick it up here, drop it off there, right? KBL Corp needs some iron ore delivered from there to there, right? Now, sure, the contracts might take longer than a week or two, right? But as long as you, say you check in for a week, right, and there's nothing available, right? As long as you check in the next week, that's fine, right? You can go off and do whatever you want. Right, do your own freelance work in my ship. Welcome back, Mila. I just wanted you to know during the negotiations, due to Mila's general hotness and the clothes that she wears, he was lenient and he suggested a 50-50 split for any found items in space.
Oh, so, nice.
Yeah, that's not bad.
My hotness works to our advantage.
But yeah, and also Stephen was just explaining how like getting jobs would work, which is you guys like physically flying over to Freedom Station once a week and seeing what's available. Some weeks there might be nothing available. Some weeks there might be 5 things available that you can choose from. That's pretty much what he's saying. Make sense?
Yeah.
And because the job itself, he's not going to pay you a fixed rate. He's going to pay you a percentage of that contract. Right? So, for example, hauling ore from one place to another, right? He's going to get paid, the job is worth, we'll say, 10,000 ice. And he'll be like, okay, well, since you're just hauling it, it's my ship, you guys get 30% of it, right? And it can be negotiated and haggled a little bit when you pick up the contract, right? If it chooses. That's kind of how things are done on Freedom Station. It is... and you're going to kind of learn to in character, so I'm comfortable telling you this out of character. Out of all the stations, floating stations, Freedom Station deals with freebooters, independents, freelancers most often, so they're very used to the idea of doing making contract work for other people, right? So that's pretty much what Stephen Ward has become. He's a Freedom Station contact. So anything else that they need to go over? And he goes, oh yeah, all right, so the nasty business, right? Okay. So for any job, when you're at Freedom Station, the job requires a lot of, I'll pay for the fuel for it, you know what I mean? I'll pay for if any sort of small damage happens during the job itself, I'll pay for it as well, all right? But that's when you're on the clock, all right? That's what I'm going to say. It's an old term. But when you're on the clock, I'm responsible for expenses because it's my ship and you're my crew, right? When we're off the clock, you're responsible for all other expenses, all right? That's going to be the fee of using my ship when you're not doing one of my contracts. Make sense? How important is privacy to you guys?
Fairly important. We don't want to, like you said, this is a trust-breeding moment, but we do enjoy our privacy.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I just wanted to ask. I wanted to figure that out because I wanted to figure out what kind of level of employee I should register you as with Freedom Station. Best sense of privacy is this, which is fine. Just so you know, though, it requires me just a very minimal amount of information I need to get from you guys. And but that also means you get minimal privileges and security rights when you're on Freedom Station. Is that fine?
That's fine with me.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then all that I really need from you is your name, your age, where you were born. Don't worry, I don't need the other levels. They would need, genetic clearance and references from other people and all that stuff. But I've seen your references. You kick pirate ass. Blink says good words for you, all right? So let me just grab my data pad here. He goes and he reaches over and grabs that, and he goes, okay, well, who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay. So name, full name?
Mila.
Okay. And he gets the spelling from that. You got a last name?
We'll go with my sister's last name. Oh shit, Criana can't even remember what it is. I think it's. We'll get back to that. Criana can't remember.
Mila.
Mila.
As Inferno actually name Mila. Okay. Age?
30-something.
30-something, did you say? 37?
30-something.
I'm going to write down 37, he says. And then he'll pause for a second. He'll be like, you look good for 37. And where were you born?
I was born, well, I met this doctor,
Uh-huh.
and he put some things in my head,
Uh-huh.
and then I was born again. Reborn. I wasn't reborn. I was born.
And Blink interrupts for a second, and she says, oh, she has mind over matter implants. He goes, oh, okay. Oh, so that means you must be from Eurostation. And Blink nods, and she looks over to you, Mila, and tells you to nod too. You know how they're the old nod as well.
Mila's staring at her and then slowly nodding her head with her. I remember Connolly, last name.
Okay.
Nora Connolly.
Wait.
Mila Connolly.
Connolly. And Stephen Ward is disarmed enough that he's not going to be suspicious about it. He just sees you nod, and he sees what Blink says, and he goes, okay, Eurostation. All right, who's next?
My name's Al.
Patrick will raise his hand.
Oh.
Okay. Too bad Patrick raised his hand.
I know.
Okay, can I just say that's a moment that just speaks volumes for her character? Patrick raises his hand. Al's like, I'm Al.
It happens every single time in high school. You raise your hand, somebody else is just like, here's the answer, and you're like, I'll put down my hand.
All right. All right, Patrick, you got a last name?
Kinsman.
Kinsman, he gets the spelling. Age?
22.
22. Okay, where were you born?
Well, it's kind of embarrassing. It's actually in a ship.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, not everyone was born on a station. What was the name of the ship? That's fine enough.
All right. Give me a sec as
as your player's looking something up.
Yeah.
I hear you. We can go back to that if you want.
It's called Lacree.
Lacree?
Yeah.
All right, the Lacree. Look, and just in passing, he goes, "Oh, what kind of ship was that?"
It was mostly just a cargo ship, but.
Well, then maybe you'll be right at home with the Covenant, he says, and he gets a bit of a laugh. All right, Al, right?
Yeah.
Short for something, Albert?
Alcibiades, actually.
Can I get the spelling on that? He says as he scrunches up his face.
A-L Alcibiades.
You fucker.
I don't remember. Actually, no, I got it right here. A-L-C-I.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Al would say A-L-C-I-B-I-A-D-A-S.
Okay, cool. And last name?
Castle.
That one? You don't have to have Castle. Okay, Alcibiades Castle. Age?
26.
Okay. Where were you born?
Much like Patrick here, I was actually born on a ship.
The name of the ship?
Well,
He's looking down at his pad.
I was young, but if I remember correctly, I think it was the Starluck.
Starlock. Okay, all right. And how about you, Tom? You got a last name?
Thomas McClary.
Thomas McClary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, age?
22.
Where were you born?
Give me a bit out of character.
Okay. There was a little Spanish flea. A music diary. He had heard of the Beatles, the chipmunks he saw on TV. Why not a little Spanish flea? And so he hit. Okay, no, we're done. People who watch this goddamn
I'll tell you why.
These sessions
I'll tell you
must
why
be
not a
so
Spanish
sick
flea.
of listening.
Not a Spanish flea because Hollywood is racist against fleas.
Uh-huh.
I think I got it.
Okay. Where were you born?
I'm not too sure, but my earliest memories were from a ship called the HMS Whiterun.
HMS. Whiterun?
Yeah.
HMS. Is that a corp ship?
He's just gonna shrug. I kept
you know what?
bouncing around between ships.
Okay. He shrugs too and goes, all right. I just never heard of the HMS call sign. That's all. Thought maybe it was short for a company. Okay. All right. So I'll log you all in as, oh God, wait. He looks over to Bear. Your name? Bear. You got a last name? Shakes his head. Age? And the Bear mumbles a moment and he goes, 16. Oh, okay. You're big and you're young. He goes, shrugs. He goes, were you born? And he points outside the Outcast Station, the dock of the Outcast Station. He goes, there.
Yes!
He goes, okay.
I was waiting for that.
The fans go wild.
That's right. If there's one thing Inferno can do, it's fucking... it's fan service. Anyway. So, all right. So that's all. He goes, great. Well, why don't you pop on by? I'm going to finish things up. Why don't you come on by in, we'll say, 4 days. Come on by Freedom Station. We'll say, I want you to go to Dock 4. Okay? And when security, I guess, hails you, for lack of a better word, communicates with you, you tell them you're working on open ticket A32. Okay, you got that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Well. And he stands up and he offers his hand to shake all your hands. He goes, it's good doing business with you, both now and hopefully in the future. You take good care of this old girl. She's a pre-Flash relic, but, well, thanks to her, I got to claw my way back to where I meant to be.
She's a good ship.
Mm-hmm. Great. So with that, what would you guys like to do? You're back on the busy, frantic port of Outcast Station. Where'd you like to go?
Check on Hannibal.
Yeah,
Okay.
check on Hannibal and possibly get the 30 grand that we need to get for the gravity generator.
Okay. So, So what do you want to do first? Do you want to go to Bright Little Stars first, or do you want to go to the Starfly Lounge, where Rev Fortune Fontaine has your money?
Well, do we want to withdraw it from Rev, or do we want to use the golden place? What do you guys think?
How much do we have where?
We have currently on our person a total of 27 grand.
Okay. How much in the golden room, and then how much in Rev?
In Rev, 98 grand. In the golden room, 183 grand. However, we might want to visit Rev anyways so that we can get more cards, because we need a fuck ton of cards.
That's true.
I say that we get everything from Rev, just so we can have a nice credit trail and at least somebody, like, where did you get the money? It's not like we pulled it out of our pocket.
Sure.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm all for that.
Great.
Yeah.
So, I would like y'all to roll me. Mila, you haven't been able to roll much dice because you've been stuck on carpets. Carpets.
Yeah.
Will you roll me a D100, please?
Yeah.
So, you do your best to try to retrace your steps, try to learn what Sinan, has guided you around with, to try to get to the Starfly Lounge. Unfortunately, you must have zigged when you should have zagged, because now you're in an area where you do not recognize anything right now. And you've reached a dead end, unfortunately. A hallway that looks like to have just... it's going like upwards into the sky. Like the hallway has almost turned into a vent now.
Huh.
Yeah, and you've been walking only about 10 minutes or so. You feel that you could probably retrace your steps back to the port, or you could keep on trying to find the lounge.
I would say try and find the lounge one more time.
Okay. So then why don't you, Mr. Byrne, roll me a D100?
33.
Well, what do you know? Backtracking, you are able to you're able to find some place that's at least a little bit familiar, a junction that's familiar, right? In fact, it's familiar to Tom and Mila because you could have swore this is where you hit that poor little short guy in the temple and ran away.
Ooh.
Pretty sure, maybe. It looks very familiar, but with that, you're able to retrace your steps, and sure enough, you come across the bouncers and the bright lights and the soft music of the Starfly Lounge. We'll say, for the sake of simplicity, of good fortune, Rev Fortune is the big fellow himself, big glasses and gleaming teeth, is at his booth, and he waves you over, and you do yourselves a little bit of business, we'll say, right? We don't need to role play everything, do we? So what do you want him to do? You want some more ice cards,
Yes.
right? So how many total would you like?
Okay, we need one for Patrick because Alicia has his. We need one for Mila because that's in the golden place. We need one for Bear. We need one for August. I think that's everybody. Can you guys think of anybody else in our group? Am I talking to myself?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay.
And I'm the GM. I'm the guy who asked the question, so I can't answer.
We should get a card for Hannibal. Nah, just kidding.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah.
All right, so 4 more cards.
4 more cards. So he says, standard price is 20 ice a card. So 80 ice.
Sure.
Do you want me to take that from your account, or do you want to just pay me up front?
Can you take that from the account, and we would like to zero that account.
Zero it? You mean you want me to withdraw everything?
The name is Castle, and the password is Endless Storytellers. And hand him the card if you can.
Gotcha. Do you mind me asking? Why? I mean, it doesn't really matter why you need the money, but it wasn't anything to do with our arrangement, did it?
No. We were able to get a ship, and we need to
The
fix it up
capital.
a bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. All right, no problem. He goes, tell you what, I'll do you a favor then. I won't take the 2% for the 80 credits and the withdrawal. We'll just take the 2% from the entire withdrawal and then take 80 off of it afterwards. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay. So, do you mind doing that calculation for me since you have all that money in front of you?
Yeah, I have that.
So you want to take
let's
you want
see.
2% of that.
Yes, 2% will be 96 grand, 96,040. And then 80
God,
off
what
of
a
that.
great arrangement that fucker has.
Yeah, 95,960.
Great.
How much we are able to withdraw,
Mhm.
and we are able to get 4 more cards.
Great. Boom. And he asks, of course, if there's any more business you would like. Any other business he could help you with?
I think that's it.
Okay.
If we need anything, we'll come straight back to you, though.
Yeah, please do, he says. My booth is always open for the most part. And he wishes you a fond farewell and best of luck. So, where would you guys like to head to next?
I think let's go check on Hannibal and not the orphanage, and then probably after that we should check in with August and Alicia.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to only have us do one more roll of navigating the whatevers, right? Because I don't want to do this every time you hit the hallways, even though it's fun as shit. Patrick, why don't you roll me a D100, please? Oh, no. I mean, oh, yay. So, not 5 minutes after you leave the Sunfly Lounge and you start heading towards the Bright Little Stars, once again doing your best to follow your knowledge or your memory of how Sinan guided you in the first place. By the way, we're going to say for the sake of role-playing that Sinan checks in at Bright Little Stars every day to see if you guys are there, because he knew you guys were going out to do a job and you made arrangements to meet back up with him, of course. But about 5 minutes after you leave the Sunfly Lounge, the lights go off in the current hallway that you're in. It's relatively tight. It's only about 5 feet wide. And luckily it's tall enough, though. It's about 8 feet tall. Okay? And it's a long, kind of crooked corridor. And the lights completely go off. And I'd like everyone to roll me a D100, please. Okay. Mila and Tom. Tom, you get a sense that maybe you just see something through the darkness real quick, right, before you guys take any sort of actions to illuminate yourself. But you get a feeling that someone or body or something is in front of you, right? You were near the front of this chain of your group walking. And Mila, the pressure in the air has changed, and you definitely know for sure there's probably at least 3 people behind you guys, too.
Uh-oh.
You hear a gruff voice say, "Drop all your credit cards. Sorry, all your ice on the ground. Put your hands in the air, or we'll fucking kill you."
Can we negotiate?
Negotiate for what?
Well, I would rather not die, and I'd rather not be broke. So maybe we can come to some sort of agreement?
Yeah, I don't give a shit what you want.
Ah,
We know you got ice on you. Drop it to the ground. We're not going to ask again.
run! Mila's gonna run forward with her arms out, trying to barrel over the people in front.
Okay.
Oh god. This
Okay.
could be bad.
Okay. It could be. It could be. I think initiative is a good thing to do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was our setting again? Are we in an abandoned area full of people?
No, you are right now in the dark area. But when you were traveling, you saw a few passersby, but not very many. There are. I wouldn't say it's abandoned because everyone lives so close to each other and outcast.
Oh, I
That's-
totally
Right.
forgot. Mila's afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
Oops, my bad.
That's
I'll play
okay.
into that. Don't worry.
Right.
She'll remember soon enough.
She's so crazy she forgot.
Yeah, we'll just say that's canon now. She forgot for a moment that she was afraid of it.
Alright, so...
I'm just doing a few calculations really quickly. I will roll in a second. Because we wouldn't have put everything into one card. So I want to make sure everything is all hunky-dory first.
And I'm gonna. Oh, Bear's not sick. Nobody's sick anymore. And everyone has their full amount of attacks per melee too, if necessary. No. No problem, Criana Face. I actually was not anticipating this. We will see how this is resolved.
Okay.
But if it takes more than 20 minutes, we'll just pause things. The thing is, the combat can happen very, very quickly or very, very, very slowly. It depends, right?
I got a 3.
Okay. Feel free to update your own initiatives. Oh, hey, I also got a 3.
Criana?
Hey, Bear.
All you have to do is kill them really fast and we're fine.
I can somehow turn Nora on. Not like sexually, but
You have a 17 to hit.
So did everyone get up their initiative here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, what did I get? I didn't.
12. Oh, no, you didn't?
No, hang on. Where? Oh, I got a 12.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank
I got
you.
it.
Great.
Sorry, I may or may not be zoning out.
It's okay. Okay.
All right. I am sorting.
Okay.
How many attacks is question mark?
We don't.
It's a question mark. You don't know, do you?
Exactly. So, as soon as they hear someone yell run, you hear cartridges clank onto the ground and the sound of gas escaping.
Uh-oh.
Al.
Al is going to spin around and what does he see?
Darkness.
Black.
Oh, okay. But the voices are from behind, yes?
Behind and in front. Well, the original voices were from behind.
Okay. Al's going to...
But the sound of canisters falling go from both in front and behind.
Al is going to... Ooh. Al is going to cast energy field
Okay.
around just him and his friends.
Okay.
Well, Mila booked it.
Well, but Mila hasn't moved
Well,
yet.
actually, no. We made a mistake here, Al.
Oh.
Mila's physical prowess is definitely faster than yours.
True.
Mila gets to go first.
That is true.
So
Here.
hold on to your elemental field.
Okay, got it.
Mila, what are you doing?
Well, Mila yelled run, and
Run
then
and start to book it. Yeah.
yeah, but I can see to fix my flub up of me forgetting, I could see her being like, "Oh wait, this is terrifying," and then like she goes into like a cannonball type formation and basically rolls on the ground, possibly into people. I don't know how close they are.
Well, we're gonna have the dice decide that. Al, Tom, Patrick, roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
It's gonna be, yeah.
And Patrick. Oh boy, Bear's the only one who was able to get out in time. It's a cramped hallway, as mentioned, right? So there's a 50-50 chance of you guys getting it. So I would like Al, Tom, and Patrick to roll me a balance check at a penalty of 10. So make it harder by 10.
Alright.
I got a 95.
I
course
failed
you
by
did.
21.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Damn it, Mila! Knocking me over and dropping me and shit.
Oh, I thought I was
Damn
in
it.
front.
No, I was.
I failed
Oh.
by 57.
Oh, okay.
You are all knocked to the ground.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Fantastic.
I did that wrong. I rolled a D20. I am so sorry.
So, okay, let's roll the right dice.
Yes. I failed by 8. So.
You are all knocked to the fucking ground. Jesus Christ. I like how rolling it. Oh, anyways. You're all knocked to the ground. Okay. As Mila kind of cannonballs through you. Good job, Mila.
I could have sworn it was Tom and I in front. And that's how
Nope.
we
I was
saw
in
it.
front before everything.
Oh, yeah, I knew you were in front, but I thought I was there so I could see.
I don't think I explained it very well. I visualized
I
with
think
Mila
that-
being.
I am sorry. I'm really getting out of it, so I think I fucked that up. Sorry. My bad. Continue,
You know
please.
what, we're gonna. You know what? It's easy. It's easy to explain. It's dark. Mila's thrashing around. He's running back and
She
forth.
flails her arms around.
Yep.
Run, you guys!
Yep, that's what's happening. That's what the DM has described.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Ow.
How high is the ceiling in this area?
8 feet.
8 feet. Okay. Al is going to do the same thing, but he's going to cast it, kind of behind us. Obviously, trapping us here is not a good idea. Mila's running.
Homie. Oh, my dear friend, homie. You are on the ground and it is dark. So the only person you could ever center your field on is yourself. You can't center it to specifically on anyone else because you only know where you are. Remember line of sight?
Got it. All right. I see. Then scratch that one. Al is going to roll a flash grenade behind him.
Okay.
Give me a sec. So I can see what this actually does. Yeah. One of his 2 flash grenades he's going to roll behind him towards the voices he heard.
Okay. Roll me a d20, please. No bonuses. You're doing this wild because
Got it.
you can't see.
No, I can't. I rolled it. Nothing's showing up. I'll roll again. 2.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Tom. Mila. Roll me a d20, please. Oh God! Why'd you have to get a tie? Tom and Mila, you both get jolted. Okay, this is gonna be really quick.
Is it electricity?
Yeah, an instant jolt of electricity that short circuits the nervous system to anyone within 10 feet, 10-foot area of damage. So I just determined that you two were in there.
Oh, thanks, Sal.
You guys are.
The way I can only imagine this because you guys are in front of me. The only way I can imagine this is he was preparing it when Mila knocked him over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly. Now hold up. You do try to do a save. You have to roll a d20. No modifiers. Just hope you get a 17 or higher.
No.
Nope.
Okay. No. Okay.
Of course.
So you guys are. So you're stunned. So you do. Okay. First of all, you sustain Sustains 7 points of SDC damage.
Mm-hmm. And
You-
Inferno, just let you know, because of the flame aura, I take half damage from electricity, so I'm going to take 4.
Okay, sure. But you still get a full stun.
Oh yeah, I still
So
get full
you
stun.
guys are stunned for 3 rounds.
Fantastic.
Stun 3 melees. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna resolve this first turn, and then we'll probably pause combat. Okay?
Yeah.
So stunned melees. Okay. You know what? Everyone makes mistakes. It's okay, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Tom, you're stunned.
Yeah.
You have to rub it in.
Patrick.
It's in the dark. I've just been knocked over. I'm surrounded by people, and I don't know where my friends are.
No.
I'm gonna try to get up.
Okay, great. You're able to stand with no problem.
Okay.
You hear a growling from Bear as he also stands. And we're going to resolve now what has happened. So you now it's fair to assume that you guys are probably all still in your body armor. No.
I
No.
don't think I'd have any way to haul it around other than wearing it.
No, your EVA suits, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so then what I would like you all to do is give me a save versus toxin.
Alright.
Versus toxin.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I actually made it
Is
for
that-
once.
Lethal
That's good.
poison? Non-lethal or?
Non-lethal.
Okay.
So basically, like what we were rolling against Wither, but without the -2.
Yes. Exactly. Okay, Patrick.
Got it.
Okay, Tom and Mila. Fails. Okay. So when we end this session here real quick, then wooziness comes over as the gas starts to flood the area that you guys are in. Patrick and Mila, unfortunately, the darkness and the confusion of the area falls to a much more deeper darkness as you are rendered unconscious. And Tom and Al, your heads are cloudy and woozy. So we will resume this next time.
Cliffhanger.
It is kind of a cliffhanger, unfortunately. It would be nice to resolve, but we have time constraints, of course, right?
Yeah.
I'm okay
So,
with it. I'm okay with it.
It's okay. It gives the people who are conscious an idea of what to do. So, so I'm going to Tom. So Patrick, unconscious. Mila, well, forget about being stunned. You're unconscious. Oh shit! I gotta do Bear. Real quick. Oh, Bear. Good night, sweet prince.
There.
Great. So yeah, we'll start at the top of the order next time and go from there.
Right.
So it looks like it's just Al. Oh my God, it's just Al in this fight because Tom is stunned.
I know.
Yes. This is fantastic.
Well, it is what it is. In fact,
Yeah.
well, we got 8 minutes. I'm
No,
just-
let's
wait.
save it
Yeah,
for
especially
tomorrow.
since
Let's save it for next time.
Al would be in combat mode, so yeah. Let's save it for next time.
okay. All right. Okay, that's cool. Whatever you guys like.
I don't think Al can
All
take them
right.
all on in 8 minutes.
No. Okie dokie. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yes. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week. Ha ha.
Bye.